Oh boy, look at what I got for Christmas.
Damn it.
Undertale is the brainchild of Toby Fox. Deltarune is the liver embryo.
I don't really have to explain Undertale. You know what it is if you clicked on this video. Now its relation to Christmas. I don't really know, but you meet the skeleton in Snowtown. Okay, it's been a rough year. My other plans fell through.
We three fates of Undertale beckon you to...
Not only is Santa real, so is God. Something about Undertale just fills me with cheer. Now, is that holiday cheer or normal cheer? I don't know. It could be my menstrual cycle.
I was looking through my daughter's phone and I found many pictures of a cartoon skeleton with one glowing blue eye and wearing a hoodie. When I asked my daughter why she had such demonic images on her phone.
There's just such a feeling of community and comfort with this game. Toby named the character Christmas. Fucker loves candy canes or some shit. I think it's mostly just the game's themes. Forgiveness, friendship, determination. The game was made just so you feel like you're next to a nice fireplace, and the music, oh my god. I feel the safest I've ever been in my entire life. This fucking section, you're gonna hear this in the background like 50 times. I love it. There's no other way to explain the way I feel about this game other than playing this small part of the song like 50 times. It just feels like love, and there's nothing like it. There's a reason this game is so loved and remembered, and this feeling of nostalgic comfort is why.
Sans boner titty mouse pad.
Oh no!
There's always a balance. If something is good enough to get recognized, that's a good thing. It can build a fan base of people with the same interest. But when you gather such a large group of people, there's a couple, I wouldn't say bad eggs, more like plastic Easter eggs that shouldn't fucking be there.
Of course, that's not what this video is about. I'm not here to be negative. What am I, a Grinch? A Grinch? I just find big fan bases like this really interesting, and quite honestly, Undertale is one of the better ones. Like, the game was fucking viral. It was good enough to be trend-worthy, some would say. Sans made the game Undertale go supersonic. Like, out of all of the horror stories of the My Little Pony community, bronies, I guess, the Sonic fans, of course, and FNAF fans are always in a drama every 2 seconds, Toriel doesn't have a dead child stuffed inside her. There's less room for the ethical goat sex debate. I should walk outside for a little bit. It's most likely because the franchise is like barely a franchise. Deltarune is its own thing, kind of, maybe, and releases are like years apart. So while it's a huge fan base and everyone knows what it is, they're all much more reserved, and only a couple fan works really stick out to me, and half of it is Sans and Papyrus shit. Oh, okay, yeah. I stopped playing after Snowden 2, it's fine. I saw Markiplier play it. I'll get on it later, okay, I swear.
Kenny Omega, Halloween starting early for him. He calls on the power of Sans.
It's kind of ironic if you want to be a fucking weirdo. Undertale itself could be considered a fan work since its inspiration comes from Earthbound. A game series I only know because Super Smash Bros. Brawl released. It's kind of crazy it's gotten this far. A giant orchestra, and still, there's not enough merchandise. Sell out, you freak! We're talking about fan animations, by the way.
Here comes Papyrus! Quick! Get behind that conveniently shaped lamb!
Look, we got the fucking Three Amigos again. I miss when all these guys were kind of young and they just animated parody stuff, but now all they care about, like, making something good. What the hell? The Hot Diggity Demon video is kind of just a shitpost. I guess Sans and Papyrus designs are interesting, but it's just, like, not a joke. It feels like he made this because everyone else was. It's kind of interesting to compare this to Fazbear and Friends from last year, which... yeah, everyone was talking about FNAF, but it's genuinely just a really good animation with an actual funny joke.
That's the only reason this video is downloaded to my computer.
They found this in Osama bin Laden's files.
We should be able to look at a little porn at work.
The Pymations animation also has the focus on the boner boys because you have to be brave to make an animation about Alfie. This one is way more memorable. It's just funny antics while Papyrus tries to capture Frisk or whatever the fuck you named them at the beginning. We're gonna see this again and again, but it's really funny how in my entire life I have not seen a Papyrus voice that's not just a Skeletor impression. There's not a lot of skeleton voices out there. And Sans just gets like moist critical voice and you know, what his voice should be. One aspect of Pymation's videos I feel is underappreciated is the sound design. It's always just really good and stands out to me. It's probably because when he started there wasn't that much voice acting, so you would have to focus on something else, so he just made their clothes loud as shit. Up next, I want to talk about Senior Pello's Underpants series. He's moved on to greener pastures, but I remember who he really was.
Your whole career is dependent on this one egg not cracking, and I'm feeling pretty dumpty.
They always feel the same. They're mostly screaming, but that doesn't mean I didn't laugh like royalty when I watched them. I get it's like shitty Cocomelon brain, but I don't care. These videos are just loud and obnoxious, and that makes them funny. Do Not Touch the Child is iconic, and I'm sick of acting like it's not.
See ya. La 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 la.
Come here, boy!
This ending has stuck with me for 7 years. I'm pretty sure the genocide route video, Bottom a House, is 20 minutes long, and oh my god, I remember there was an April Fool's version of this video, and that also stuck with me. Yeah, I actually really like this series, even though they're kind of the same video every time. Also, he never made a Deltarune series, too busy making Splatoon porn or something. You can't be an internet animator without hating your first popular video. You know, Senior Pello's most popular video is a Christmas Maki video, and that really specific one, making fun of YouTube for, like, being mean and banning Mumpky Jones, and, like, PewDiePie is there because it's 2018. I'm only bringing this up for the Christmas connection, but why is this his most popular?
Hey, quick disclaimer, I'm about to talk about Smash Bits, and if you ever had a grandparent with dementia who would ramble on about absolute nonsense, it's kind of like that.
As I'm writing this, I feel like I won't get this video out in time for Christmas, and this is why. Yeah! Smash Bits is an animation channel similar to Mashed, if you know what Mashed is. Yeah, it's like that, but they made one grave mistake. They had me as their #1 fan. It's a channel I'm very fond of, and I made an entire different video that led to a bunch of events I'm going to refer to because it's funny. I've basically become accidentally involved with it, and you can catch me in the act of voicing some characters. Now, what does this have to do with Undertale? Well, not to be too realistic. If Undertale Was Realistic was a series hosted on the Smash Bitch channel until Toby Fox said he didn't want his music in it, and it had to be re-uploaded to a different channel. You break a few Toby Foxes to make an omelet, you know what they say, you know what they do? Sin. This series is mostly the creation of one manly man, Dexter Manning, a very prolific internet guy who's been in a lot of things, maybe too many things.
Yes! Yeah! I won! You fucking bastard, all of you!
You do know these are rankings for cancer, right?
This is a sad case of favoritism right here. Dexter has been in some of my stuff after the initial video I've made, and he's just a really surprisingly friendly, nice guy. Go check out his games on Steam. Go check out his channel on Twitch too. He's doing a series where he tries to play every GameCube game ever made, and I have spoilers. Here's what he's gonna look like in 5 months. That's what Donkey Kong Jungle Beat does to a man. I've already talked about this series, but I mostly just cover my thoughts on the first half, the first 2 arcs, I guess. The series did the neutral ending, and it was popular enough so they had to do some weird plot shit so all the characters are alive and they could make fun of the pacifist ending, which just mostly felt like a lot of wandering around Undertale places to do jokes. Then after that, it was the genocide ending, which was just a mess. Flowey's making like a game show, and there's all these rules about some of the main characters staying alive, because it would be kind of boring to watch a genderless child just walk around and kill everyone. It's much better just to have Sans there. At this point, it felt really detached from Undertale, like they were just regularly above ground. Weird fucking guys that didn't exist were showing up. Just like weird stuff would take up the episode. Like there's a large chunk of an episode dedicated to like bullying a random enemy in the ruins, and then it's flooded, and then genderless child kills Toriel, and then
I'm normal too.
There's a bunch of songs for some reason, like a rap battle, Napster Blue.
I've got the genitals, but I'ma still fuck you!
And Papyrus like finds himself or something. Genderless child is having a split personality thing because the genocide. There was also a huge focus on...
Am I right, lads, or am I right, lads?
You are right, lad.
The Lego Lad was just a funny running joke, but now it's like really important to the plot. Not that the plot is even that important, but I liked Lad just as his own unexplained joke that would just show up. It's also 2016, so there's also some epic woke mind virus jokes, but it kind of goes both ways, so man.
No! You've killed me! Oh god, please, why? I'm heartbroken. Just kidding, mate. The Bible was actually useful for once.
Oh, I love a bit of Bible in the morning. That's my favorite sci-fi novel.
The series would end how you expected it. Genderless child versus Asriel.
Every word of what you just said was wrong.
More lad, a lot of lad. Hey, when you're right, you're fucking right, lad. Later on, the series would get a parody animation, final hurrah thing. It's just a shitpost upload to Bantermation, another animation channel ran by Dexter and DA Games, who voiced Sans. There's one man who can voice this character, and he looks like this. But more importantly, the show was continued in its final form, literally completely ditching Undertale.
I don't know how to make this Undertale related or Christmas related, so I made my own new character, Santa Claus, to give his opinion.
I don't know how to scream.
Intergalactic Pizza Delivery is a 3-episode series that takes all of the Undertale characters, but specifically the Smash Bits versions, and sticks them in the setting of a pizza place in space. I guess.
Why, daddy issues! My favourite. Give me all the gossip, mate.
Watch out! Pablo coming through!
And there's this really funny, like, found family plotline where Frisk, now renamed to Motherfucking Frank, is, like, looking for his deadbeat dad, and this happens.
Well, at least now you get to go back with your family.
Yeah, I do.
Yes, after 6 months, I'm still thinking about it.
Happy Christmas, I don't have a family.
This existing is just really interesting. There's so many layers to it. This is saying Toby could only dream of such character design. There's my man Pablo and Flannery. They had to make a fake name so this would work. I'm confident in saying this. Fuck all of the Flannerys watching this. No one will get offended because they don't exist. I really like this series, even if it was short. Like, it's not even that particularly interesting except for this.
Mom's gone nuts without you.
She was always nuts, kid.
But just seeing these characters in a more original capacity is cool. Whatever that means. There's also, like, almost no cursing for some reason. It's basically watered down everything, but I don't care.
Donate to your local Salvation Army.
Okay, we're leaving the familiar territory. I initially experienced whatever the goddamn Pope knew about this shit, but now we're talking about this. Holy fucking shit. This was, as far as I can tell, entirely made by the ZKE. Yeah, let me just animate a Studio Ghibli film. What the fuck? If I watch this whole thing, I think I'd cry. That's why I'm rushing. I have to move on quick.
On my motherfucking mind. There's still time to go back.
So cool.
Sans, what are you doing?
So cool.
Sans!
So cool. So cool.
Sans!
So cool. So cool.
Shut the fuck up, son!
This is Undertale Shorts, and it has 12 million views. This is compiled clips, maybe probably stolen from other people, and like repackaged like a Sonic Shorts video, like from Sonic Paradox. You know this. I really miss it. There was so many what the cool kids like to call animation memes. It's just the character animated into a certain popular clip or something. I don't know what an animation meme is, but I do know this shouldn't count as one.
Why James Brown? 'Cause he just got dumped down. I ain't even lying. Yo, he just got...
I remember watching this shit, Undertale on crack. This is the worst case of mass hysteria the world has ever seen. These shitty compilations are mostly stolen, but it's probably kids making it, whatever. And mixed in with animation is this. Like fucking vines with the characters' faces edited on. Half the time they don't even fit. What am I supposed to take away? You know how to move a PNG across the screen?
This was the most brain dead nothing shit, and I know because I was there watching it for way too long.
It's just like vines, like Thomas Saunders vines. Apparently a lot of fandoms have this genre, and it will never not perplex me. Like, I'm imagining the person straining their imagination to come up with the characters that fit the kid with a knife vine. Undertale songs. This segment will kind of be the table scraps in my videos about nerdcore, especially because I'm planning to make another. But I can talk about random encounters again, fuck it. They did 2 Undertale musicals, and I have a theory that it's because both sides of Random Encounters, AJ and Peter, just kind of wanted their own songs about Undertale. AJ's is an excuse to dress like a flower and do that voice he always does, while Peter was like, yeah, Let me make fucking art in my mom's garage.
We're here to help you.
Help me what?
Play Undertale.
This is so fucking funny. I love Frisk in this video. He's the guy who plays Red in their Pokemon musicals, and I love him. He looks like John Tron in this one specifically.
Oh, sweet. Someone just gifted me Undertale.
Someone just gifted me Undertale. Toriel just has some fucking shitty George Washington wig on top of her head, and she says Flowey's trying to seduce him to ruin Undertale. You could have found better words, Toriel. Fuck, what do I know? He's the master of seduction. Sans as well. Look at him. He's beautiful. They're all representing well the three fates of Undertale: neutral, pacifist, and AJ Pinkerton. Determined to the end is slightly funny, with Frisk breaking shit, and the Gaster costume is like a potato sack and a Michael's Craft Store mask held together with a dream. I love Peter Gaster though. He's so cool. When he holds that science shit, goddamn. Peter's just a really good singer, and this did get 3 million views, which is like surprising because like Gaster is like, what the fuck is Gaster? Almost every one of these fucking criminals made an Undertale song. I feel like I kind of have to go down a list. Like, I don't know what to say about most of these. Of course, I've talked about man on the internet adding lyrics to the songs.
It's long past time for us to end this game. Guess I will fight for the few that remain. I will break your will. You keep fighting still, hoping for the kill. Here I stand, here I'll stay.
Would it surprise you if I said some of these got unlisted?
You'll be a star and you'll burn like one another. See my name in lights, my dear.
Of course, guys like DA Games were out here. CG5 every 2 seconds. He also did a bunch of collaborations because he loved Timmy that much. What a sicko.
No one impresses anyone but me!
CG5 gets too much hate. When you show me this guy singing about Undertale or whatever the hell, I see a boy with a dream. Nate Wants to Battle did a couple, and they're the usual Nate adventure where the song is usually pretty disconnected. Like, he doesn't add lyrics. Like,
Sans, wake up!
Nate is honestly underrated because all of these go hard as shit. Like, if you want to take anything away from this video, go listen to Nate.
Oh my god!
The man is more than just... One thing I did notice though is that most of these songs just cover the beginning of the game with Toriel's perspective or Frisk's, and even in the Genocide Route song, it's just footage of the ruins. Nate, did you even get this noted? I can't even make fun of that. Try Hard Ninja made a lot, and they made me notice that literally none of these songs don't have the word determination or genocide. Then, you know, classic fancore artist Garnet from Steven Universe had to do a song.
But I think I'm stronger than you.
Okay, actually answer this in the comments. Did you think Stronger Than You was originally an Undertale thing? I didn't think so, but that's because I watched that Steven Universe episode when it released. Yeah, I'm what they call... Well, now that I think of it, they don't call it all. It becomes so tiring to ask why stuff like this exists. We didn't question God about anything. But now why did Kara have to respond like it's a fucking diss track, like two rappers having beef? And they responded with the same song? This response fucking sucks. Aww. To the Bone is an absolute classic, and it recently got a remastered version that looks absolutely amazing. Oh yeah, I'm talking about the just 2010s. Fuck.
Damn it! Holy shit!
Deltarune Chapter 1 came out in 2018! That means I can talk about the Random Encounters Legendary Heroes song. This is the most they've ever felt like a Nickelodeon sitcom. I really expect doing the absolute opposite of filming inside a dark area like the game, and instead walking to your local park and making it purple. Look at Lancer. Just look at him. I'm calling Baldy Guy Lancer Guy now. Of something that happened when you were younger and you remember it now and you think, you know, that was really fucked up. I want to end this section with the Stupendium. I've really neglected them in the fancore videos, so let's look at their skeleton rap way deeper down. All of my favorites: Sans, Papyrus, Random Encounters Peter. What the fuck are you, Gaster? I'm sick of it. There's two things that absolutely confuse the shit out of me with this franchise. Number one, fuck you, Gaster! What the hell is Gaster actually? This might not even be Gaster. This sprite is just called Mystery Man. It shows up in some random room and fucks off. He's honestly just been headcanon so hard that this is fact now. But also, the sprite could technically be Gaster and it's found in a different room. The Wingdings, Chicken Wings, Wendigoon shit might be connected. I don't know. Then the Riverman talks about a man who speaks in hands and not to trust him. This seems like a whole lot of nothing. He's referred to as apparently the royal scientist before Alfie's, and he fell and fucking got shattered. I don't know. There's gonna be someone in the comments who can explain this way better. Actually, there's a YouTube video. Go watch that, I guess.
Yes, it is I, Wingding Gaster, the royal scientist who fell into his own core because he's a fucking dumbass.
And then there's the man behind the tree in Deltarune who gives you an egg, and when you use the phone, it's like noises. I don't know. And speaking of Deltarune, number 2.
I don't know what any of this shit is, and I'm fucking scared.
Okay, so Deltarune isn't a sequel, kind of. It's an alternate reality, probably. You can tell because Azrael is your brother. Frisk doesn't exist, I think. Alfie's and Undyne aren't together, and Timmy has an egg. It's fucking Gaster, holy shit. This leads to the theories, and the only guy worth talking about. Yeah, that's right. Rouse is a girl? What the fuck would this even do or mean? One of the only theories I remember believing was the Sans as a human theory, because he never stops smiling, and once you slash him in the genocide route, he bleeds. Non-believers tried to say it was just ketchup because, I don't know, he likes that stuff.
Drinking too much? Yeah.
I don't believe this anymore because I feel like the blood was just there to leave an impact. Like, you only see blood whenever you're killing your best friend Sans. But also, if Sans was like a human wearing a mask, that'd be the dumbest shit ever.
I don't need to explain why MatPat is so infamous in this community. The Sans' Nest thing was just the funniest shit, and its legacy will never be forgotten. I just imagine MatPat getting mad as shit when he realized Sans' name is almost an anagram for Nest, but not quite there. And then there was this thing where the Pope gathered some YouTubers and social media people for some reason, and they gave the Pope some gifts. Yeah. Here's my fucking Waddle Dee amiibo. MatPat gave the Pope Undertale because it was about sparing and forgiving, I guess. It's kind of like when you can't think of a gift for someone. Yeah, they like goat moms. Did the Pope beat Sans, or did he think the game was possessed? I want to know. Undertale was being built up as another MatPat brainfuck game where he just keeps talking about it, mostly because it's popular and a couple mysteries were surrounding it. But that fizzled out after the Nest thing, and the Pope thing was treated as a complete joke. This led to MatPat addressing it in his next theory about Gaster, and it doesn't fit at all in the video, but he's kind of right the entire time.
The gift of a game was symbolic. Of course the Pope isn't going to play a video game, but 3, if you thought that the gift of a video game was bad and had problems with that one, at least it was better than a surfboard, an illegal tree, and a YouTuber's self-written book about themselves. All things that the Pope also received as gifts that day.
This is the most sympathy I've ever felt for a mannequin. I'm kidding, I like MatPat, poking fun is fine, but the amount of actual hate he was getting was insane. This would calm down until a couple years later during a live stream and some videos. Matthew Pathu kept comparing the game Heartbound to Undertale, which even got Toby Fox himself mad. This seemed to sour things, and he hasn't even covered Deltarune Chapter 2. Please come back.
Next up, I want to talk about Undertale comics and Undertale comic dubs.
Welcome to Super Smash Brothers. I hope you'll enjoy your time here.
Happy to be here, Chief.
Luigi is my brother.
It's kind of hard to talk about these because I don't really know if I should talk about the comics and the dubs separately, but I'm just doing the dubs because I'm lazy and I don't want to read. I just want to watch stolen comics all day. There's so many of these, and it's so confusing because you get wrapped up in headcanons, fan characters, alternate universes, things like Horror Tale, Underfell, Underswap, Cockblock, Flowey's 12 Tales. Look at this. Look at the pain he went through. A good example of the mindfuckery happening is the Christmas Party AU movie, where it's just a bunch of Sans and Papyrus, but mostly just Sans.
So, I know we don't have lips, but I think this stuff is making me want to kiss Underfell Sans. Sans?
Well, that's enough eggnog for you.
Oh, you've been drinking too much of the eggnog, I spiked! The best part is, this is not like a one-off joke. Normal Sans is legitimately traumatized by the prospect of another Sans kissing a different universe Sans because they're technically the same person. And he's just like telling other Sanses about it and standing in the corner horrified of self-shipping. You know who I ship? Alphys and my fucking fist. It's really hard to tell who's who. Like, I'm not already familiar with the Sans multiverse, but these designs, like, they're already pretty similar. But now they're all wearing Christmas sweaters? Who the fuck is this? Look, I made my own Sans. Oh no, wait, that's the skeleton of Toby Fox in like 3 years. Undertale Sans, I think, like starts crying about how sad his lore is, and it's really funny how much of this is in some of these. Like, it'll be Frisk hanging out with Undyne 1 second, and the next it's Sans holding the scarf of his fallen brother and just fucking screaming. Fuck! No, Papyrus! I'm gonna fucking kill that kid! Apparently there's another one of these comic movies, actually there's a lot, but specifically Ask Frisk was constantly brought up to me, so here's my reaction to the 2-hour-long Ask Frisk movie.
This isn't harmless.
What?
Yeah, go Tori! Kick my ass!
What?
There's nothing Kara can do to get out of this. The others can just tire Sans out with their love taps and dodge Kara's attacks.
What?
We weren't torn asunder from the teleport.
Why is Gaster here? Who the fuck invited this guy?
Flowey and I share a room.
Oh, Flowey.
In here.
Flowey, there it is.
People to be transported into the world of the Marvels.
Our task
What?
was to put Goose inside sphere. So we use Autodesk to make the fur
Lighting,
We had to put it in the sphere.
And even if it had, it was silly of me to think skeletons could bleed.
I have to leave the room. I want to go over 2 of these comics that really stuck with me, like I can never forget them. And when I think of them, it's like, yeah, that's what we were up to in 2016. Shout out to some people on Twitter that helped find these because they're going in my obituary. The first one is this comic by the Power Plumber on Tumblr because of course. Frisk and Papyrus want to see a movie that's rated R, but there's a problem. To the disappointment to a lot of Undertale comic artists, Frisk is actually a little kid, so they can't see it. Then Papyrus tries to create a wacky disguise, but it goes kind of wrong.
One adult ticket to the adult movie from me. Who is an adult, please? Oh, gee.
In my defense, you can see how this is so rememberable, right? The next one just kind of speaks for itself, but sadly I couldn't find the dub that was burned into my mind from 8 years ago. The shit I had to search into Google to try and find this, but it was all for nothing.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know if I have the strength to do it.
Okay, got the sweet PC, headset, mic, webcam, green backdrop.
Have you come up with an intro yet?
Thanks, bro. That's what I got stuck on. Let's see if I can nail one now. Hello, Internet. Welcome to Sans. No. Hello, guys and gals. It's me, Sans.
Nope.
Do the one with the guy that does the thing. What's up? It's Sans, and welcome back. I'm dead.
Sans? What?
What about that nice man from... Alright, here goes. Top of the morning to you, laddies! Definitely not that. That's it, Frisk, you're a genius. Hey, it's me, your Uncle Sans, and welcome to Undertale. Top of the morning to you, laddies. Look at this fucking asshole. He could never admit his intro sounds like pure Toriel ass slapping. Only a real man could point that out, like Volpipless. No way, this was just commissioned? Some guy named Secret Final Boss paid for this to be made. Hey, if you have a little pocket change left, you should also commission Toriel Jacksepticeye ass slap comics to your local artists. Sans is making preparations for his new YouTube gaming channel and getting a little help from his friends with coming up with a signature intro phrase. If you can tell which YouTube gamers Sans is impersonating before coming up with his own, then feel free to guess in the comments below. EDP. Why the fuck is Azrael here? Did he come back from being a dead flower just to stand here and witness Sans become a gamer? The only takeaway from this comic I have is that Toriel is into guys that look like that.
What? Do I have to fucking die now?
It's weird to see how much of this there was just a few years ago. Like, there's channels dedicated to this. Undertale Comic TV. This channel is fucking weird. Like, Sans is that one voice everyone fucking does, and then Papyrus is like Doofenshmirtz.
Goodness gracious! I don't know whatever came over me.
This channel also exposed to me how much weird fucking Frisk shit is out there. Like, Frisk should either be this or this.
I've got the genitals, but I'ma still fuck you!
Whatever you do, if you step into this territory, get your fucking equipment. Like, I get this is alternate fan universe shit, but nothing will stop this from just being weird. Don't stop.
You might have pregnancy brain, babe. Nah, I'm good.
The worst case of this is that someone I used to love went down this road. You're not ready. GameCube Dude was a dude that barely played the GameCube. He just watched SML all day. Worst babysitter I ever hired. I'm kind of obsessed with this guy. I feel like he's gonna watch this video. I don't know whether to say sorry or not. I don't want him to see this video. I want to observe him like a fucking scientist. He's mostly known for his SML reactions where he famously fucking hated Jeffy.
And whether you hate him or love him, if you're so sensitive about your opinion on Jeffy that you have to attack other people who disagree with you, go fuck yourself and then go die.
This led to an incident where an actor from SML called him screaming because his life is holding fucking Chef Pee-Pee, and this pressure led to GameCube Dude to delete his entire damn channel.
The reason I took down GameCube Dude 300 is because I wanted the part of my internet persona that was Super Mario Logan destroyed. Not cut down, not reduced, destroyed.
I'm bringing this up because GameCube Dude was a big fan of Undertale, and that started with this playthrough.
Yeah, I think I'd be on drugs if I saw a talking flower.
But it wasn't only just this, because GameCube Dude was living a double life this whole time. Sidejacks is a now defunct channel that was owned by GameCube Dude to post comic dubs, and just kind of be a launching point for his voice internet acting career.
Sans, where were you?
Oh, you know, just talking to Joe.
Who's Joe?
I don't think you know how funny it was to me to find out this guy was going around voicing Sans in these things.
You're weird.
This channel is actually mostly pretty wholesome. There's a lot of different people playing characters in these dubs, and I like seeing this unified group of people who can do a Papyrus voice. But guys, we really need an Alphys. Guys, there's too much, but there's some Deltarune stuff here too, and they're all decently popular. I wonder what...
What happened to the happiness?
This is like finding out Santa Claus fucked the Christmas turkey. It is so messed up that this is specifically GameCube Dude fucking Sans, and I am not surprised he later uploaded this video.
But what happened was, my urge to go on spicy websites became stronger. I would often have some kind of itching feeling like, man, I wish my roommate would go to sleep already so I can go on those websites.
This is a man who's been ravaged by weird frisk shit. I'm a Toriel Jacksepticeye ass slapper myself.
Doesn't feel the same anymore!
I had an external hard drive that had maybe 100 gigs of
You see where I'm going with this? The game fucking exploded. There's so many other things I should mention. What about the fan games, which are still going, like Undertale Yellow, which just released and has been in development for a while now. Hey, this is editing me, and look at this I need to speak with the artist on Undertale Yellow. That's definitely the Planet Dolan bird Melissa. Like, I'm not... That's definitely, like, there was some sort of heavy inspiration. That is definitely, like... I'm drawing a couple parallels here. This is Melissa Bird from Planet Dolan. Like, I'm not crazy. Of course, the amount of Let's Plays and analysis. That one guy that tries to find every Easter egg but ends up recounting what the entire game has to offer, which is a lot. Oh, Think Noodles did a Let's Play. You know I have to watch that.
Oh, Alphys posted a picture. Dinner with the girlfriend. Wait, I thought Alphys was a girl.
He's so shocked. This is a man realizing lesbians exist for the first time. Honestly, I thought Alphys was a boy for a long time, but goddamn, this is so funny.
It's a picture of a cat girl figurine next to a bowl of instant noodles. Yes! This is all about noodles. I love this game.
He immediately, like, changes the subject and jumps out of his seat when he hears the words noodles and declares it's all about noodles. I love this man more than anything.
Get those boots. Oh, I'm sorry. Get those bones shaking. It's time to jog 100 laps. Oh, there's Flowey.
I can now see how he got his voice acting role in Garten of Banban. Apparently, he never did a genocide route specifically because it wasn't kid friendly. Never changed Think Noodles.
Wait, I thought Alphys was a girl.
There's fan fiction, a lot of fan fiction. Anything is possible. Sans wants me? Minecraft roleplay like this guy, this sicko, this fucking stooge.
You know what? Fine. If that's what I have to do, then fine. Alright, Toriel.
Stop! What are you doing?
He didn't have a knife?
Honestly, it feels like a leaked, like, Discord call that shouldn't exist. Like, this is incriminating somehow. Then there's the times fuck-ass Papyrus breaks into other shit. Sans is in a fucking Smash Bros, and he's, like, the best-looking Mii fighter. One thing I do remember is Undertale characters breaching into fucking Stickbot Central. Do you remember Stickbot Central?
Hey everyone, Thanks for coming out.
You probably don't, or don't want to.
Then there's my favorite example of this. In the movie Diary of a Wimpy Kid, the long haul, the black sheep of the Diary of a Wimpy Kid franchise that replaced most of the actors with like weird inbred porn parody versions.
Greg hacks the GPS to go to a Comic-Con ripoff, and hijinks ensue. He unplugs the game Boogie Wings of Redemption is playing, and Greg's mom embarrasses him. But in the beginning of that scene, right next to Jeff Kinney himself, the fucking creator of Wimpy Kid, this shows up on screen. Please tell me who that is.
Tell me who that fucking is!
Undyne, could you fucking kill Roderick for me? He's an asshole. I could go way deeper, way fucking deeper. Insert something about underground or digging or something here. But I'm not.
Because I'm tired, and I know for a fact this won't be ready for Christmas. Happy birthday, GameCube dude!
There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark.